Hey guys, it's Jan, Not a Real Farm. So it turned out to be a beautiful day here. It is, for once, not snowing. So we're going to take a walk down to the greenhouse and I'll show you what I've been doing down there. But everything is melting and the birds are singing. What else can you ask for? So here we go into the greenhouse. It did snow a little bit more, but it's now melted off of the panels. But beautiful day out. But as much as I know we need more snow, I'm done with it. Okay, let's get in here. So now that I've moved the curtain out of the way here, you can see that we are sitting at about 24.7 degrees Celsius. So in order to have the seed trays start, now that the temperature is staying constant within the greenhouse, what I've done is I've begun starting to lay heat mats so that we can sit the trays on. Now, I have them on a timer. These will be on a timer, and what will happen is once the heat mats are all plugged in, the timer will go on for the heat to turn on from dusk until dawn. Whenever the timer decides that it's dawn, when it detects it's dawn, then it will shut off the heat. The heat and the electricity is not necessary in the daytime in here now that it's about 85, 90. It was yesterday. It got up to, so we are at that point now, sort of in spring, where I can start putting seeds in here and leaving them in overnight, as long as they've got their frost domes on them and they have the heat mats running. So I just wanted to address some questions about snow that we've been getting lately to the Not a Real Farm email address. And most of them are about the snow that we're getting and that we're getting too much. But in fact, we actually need more. All snow is not equal. We get two types of snow here. One of the types of snow that we do get is a hard pack snow, which is full of water. It's heavy, much like what I was showing you on the video the other day that's sort of wrapped around the greenhouse that won't come off. It's icy, it's full of water and heavy. And that is the kind of snow that you want to penetrate the ground so that farmers get the opportunity to get the best start for their seeds. The other type of snow we get here is a very light, fluffy, dry snow that doesn't actually hold a lot of water. And the problem with that is that there will be a melt with it, but it won't actually penetrate the ground the way that you need it so that you can actually start off and have a good start planting your seeds. So not all snow is created equal. And unfortunately, I hate to say this, but we do need a couple of more snowstorms before the spring plant, just so the farmers get that opportunity to have a fair chance at their seed germinating and getting a good start. So, and I'll show you what I mean. So this beautiful snow that we have here, it's very fluffy, very glittery, and it doesn't really weigh much. This literally really carries no water in it. It's very dry. It's not the kind that you can make snowballs with, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's fluffy, almost like sand. This is not the kind of snow that carries a lot of moisture in it. As a matter of fact, it doesn't carry very much. So this snow tends to be the kind of snow that evaporates very, very easily, and so it doesn't penetrate the ground the way we need it to. Where in contrast, you'll get this kind of snow that was so heavy. You can actually see the ice on this one from a storm that we had. You'll get this kind of snow that sticks to everything, that was super heavy. You can't get it to sort of move. It's very heavy. Even when you shovel, it's a very difficult task. And that's the kind of snow that you want. Not that anybody wants that, but that's the kind of snow that you want in order to penetrate the ground. So there's a big difference between the snows that, sort of come down that are almost flour-like, as opposed to the snow that really, really sticks. You need that wet, heavy snow. You see my foot. When I kick this is so heavy. That's really heavy snow. And that's the kind of snow that's going to stick around, and it's going to lay on the ground, and it's going to take a while to melt, whereas the other stuff will just be gone before we know it. So I'll just be using the standard heat mats. You can get these anywhere, and they range all over the place in price. It depends on where you get them from. And there'll be one for each tray. So I'll be able to get about 2 growing trays just on these here. And so this is how I'm gonna start my seedlings this year. Last year I had them out on a table, but this year we're gonna take it where we're gonna stack them, and then the heat is going to turn off at dawn. Provided it's warm enough, but it's been a pretty constant temperature. Now the heat is starting to sort of penetrate into the dirt now, and so I do have that luxury, if I wanted to, of putting plants in the ground in here and then covering them with frost domes, and they would be perfectly fine. So it's March 1st, so I'm gonna say probably mid-March, that's what we'll be doing. As you can see, the snow's actually just fallen completely off of the roof now, so this is one of the reasons why it's so warm in here. Now, we're not necessarily predicted to have any more big storms this week, you know, but you never know. It is important to have heat on your roots. That's what keeps the plants happy. But you can see here, the snow's starting to sort of go away. You can see where it's starting to here on the panels on the bottom. But guys, we are ready to plant. I never thought we'd get here. It's been a long winter. As you can see here, the blackberry leaves, they have curled, and we know we're gonna get leaf drop, but the cane, I don't know if that's gonna show, but the cane is actually still green. So these puppies are still alive and ready to go. So it's gonna be an interesting grow season, I'm thinking. So guys, that's it for me today. I thought I'd just show you that we've now begun sort of setting up the greenhouse and getting that ready to plant. If you have any questions, please feel free to send it to my email at notarealfarm@yahoo.com. If you have any comments, please pop them below, or hey, subscribe. See you soon.